Hare Krishna. Welcome to the Krsnatarian way of cooking. So you have already seen the video which I posted about the big announcement. If you haven't seen it, then you can just go and check it. So whoever has seen it might be wondering what the news is, what that announcement is. Um, Many of you might have some kind of anticipation, whoa, what's happening? So let me just talk about it with all of you. Um, First of all, I want to thank all the people who have joined the channel and have been consistent with this channel for a long time, have shown their constant support to me. I just wanted to speak about how, first thing is that how this channel started. So when I came to Canada the first time, and I was living with my husband, and we were living because only him and I were there because he lives in the city separately. So I started cooking, which I did not cook that much in India. I just knew a little bit here and there, but I started experimenting with stuff. I started, like, all the responsibilities of the household. So one of that was, major thing was cooking, because my husband is a great foodie. He just loves to eat. So anyways, I started, and he loves paneer a lot. So I used to make different kind of things, and in the beginning it was all in a kind of experimental stuff, and I used to try different things, and fortunately, most of the things used to turn out good, and some of the things would be like, not. Anyways, so then there used to be some kind of home programs, then like outreach programs or something. So I would volunteer sometimes to cook, and I started volunteering, and I also used to get a little bit of encouragement and compliments that how it was so good. And it was kind of a very new thing for me, because this is cooking was not my field. I never knew my strengths in cooking. I was just like exploring it. So as time went by, my husband asked me that why like, why don't I, like, this was kind of started becoming my kind of like passion, but I wanted to also turn into a kind of a devotional thing. So my husband suggested me, why don't I just open, like, some social accounts, and like, start sharing a little bit here and there about the food pictures and all that. Then that's the time when I started, I think, Instagram. And then after that, he also suggested me, why don't I start my own channel. Now at that time, this was, I think, the time of 2016. Not I have, as per my knowledge at that time, there was no much, like, I don't remember any channel which was catering to like Krishna conscious diet or no onion, no garlic. So I think I wanted to enter that niche, and I entered that niche of starting with this channel. And I was looking for a name of the channel, and at that time I remember we were looking for the name like Krsnatarian, like actual Krishna. But I think that name was already taken during that time, and we were looking something in relation to that. And my husband suggested me the name, Krsnatarian, in this manner, and I just thought yes, because many of the books of Srila Prabhupada, you'll see this diacritic font, and that's how Krishna's name is. And the book, which is one of my favorites book, Krishna the Supreme Personality of God, has that name too, so why not just use that? So I went into kind of making that niche of no onion, no garlic food like channel, and I started with it. So initially what happened was, the first video, in the beginning stages, my husband helped me a lot in terms of shooting the video, because I had no idea about it. I didn't know that phone shoots video or anything, so we had a like kind of a small camera in relation to that. So he started helping me, like zooming in. If you see the beginning videos, the initial videos, how they were, it was completely different. And I wanted to also spiritualize my passion in a way that of course I can be like, my idea was that I can be preaching indirectly in a way that promoting the Krishna conscious diet, like no onion, no garlic, vegetarian, diet, food, at the same time involving a little bit of Krishna consciousness here and there. Not just for the it was majorly for the, like, those people who are non-devotees, and fortunately devotees also joined it, which is good thing, and also the aspiring people who are turning into the vegetarian diet. So I used to my nature in one sense is that whenever I used to cook something, because it was new thing for me, I would always kind of document the stuff. That's why it was easy for me to prepare the video recipes, because for me I think it's such a Kalyuga memory that I if I prepare one day one thing, and if it is something new, I do not think that I will be able to replicate it or duplicate it like in the next time if I do not document it. So that is why I used to always document my stuff, and that became easy for me to make the recipes, video recipes. So during that period of time only, I think around that period of time only, a very short period of time, I got some kind of opportunity for a project to accomplish, and I also saw that as an opportunity to connect more with the people with whom I am connected to. And I thought that this will be a good way of reaching out to more people, also giving out to them something what I have. So I accepted that kind of project to do it, but this was like long way back when I just initially came here. It was been only like 1 or 2 years. After that, what happened was many things. Life goes on. Many things happen. Like I started doing a little bit of like Govinda's, like some kind of fundraising, and I was working in the Govinda's kitchen, doing some kind of service at the same time. I was like kind of earning also a little bit. So things got shifted. I remember posting during that time once in 2 weeks or something, because we used to do things with the camera, and then after that I got a new camera and started like doing stuff. And when I actually got when I would shoot the videos, and I would edit my own videos, so that was also something new which I learned. So most of my, like, all the videos are edited by me, so I learned at that time how to do it with respect to the website also, and other the social channels which I started. So now as life goes on, things shifts and all that. I had went through a very rough patch of my life, which was like around from 2017 it started, but it hit actually to me around the 2018 time a lot. 2018, I think during the after the mid year, I started getting sick. You might whoever has been consistent with the channel, they might have noticed that I was posting once in 2 weeks, and then after that there was a big gap. I was not posting regularly. It's because I was not doing well physically as well as mentally. Also, it affected me a lot with respect to my confidence level. Also, it was all, I know, karmic, whatever happened, and that's kind of also increased my my lookout into, like, karmic, like astrology stuff, which kind of enhanced my spirituality more. I believe that, because to understand myself better and my karmic relationship of the past. So when I was going through that rough patch, I remember I would try to hold a knife in my hand, and I was not able to even cut vegetables because I was so used to get so anxious, not confident of my own abilities, which I was doing so nicely. It was a very, very illusionary time of my life. At the same time, I feel that it also made me realize my inner, like, spirituality. So, but it was in a very rough manner. So that kind of laid back the project which I was handling. I was trying to do and complete it, and do everything. So it kind of made me push that back. It was so the phase was so rough for me that my mother had to come to visit me, and she came, and it helped me a lot, because I remember the first video which I did after that rough patch, which I was still recovering, and I think I still a little bit go back to that path, but I come back because now it is much better. But during that time, it was my mother came here, and the first video was I think the palak paneer video which I did with her. After that, I was still during that time telling myself that be confident. My mother was encouraging me, and you couldn't see that from the video which I was shooting at that time. You couldn't see that because I was trying to give myself that strength and confidence. So like that, after that time period onwards, then I started becoming consistent, because I was getting that encouragement, and I was shooting from my camera, shooting from my phone. Then I came to know that I can do it from my phone, I can edit from my phone. I started doing that. So then slowly I started doing from my camera, putting it on my phone, and then editing it, which I do now regularly. So then that period I set back into completing that project, and so things happened. I was going in the flow, and then all of a sudden I felt that all of a sudden I felt that that, oh, like, I can, finish this nicely and in a good manner, and like, quickly. But then some issue happened with the project in terms of the people and all that, and I had to again cut it down. Everything had to be cut down. Anyways, then I was already led so much into that direction and that inspiration to do something, not just for myself, but even to give out to the people who are watching me, who are connected with me, who are not even connected with me. I wanted to reach out in that manner. So I approached some other people, and then, like, try to complete that project in that manner. I completed it, and finally I was able to complete it. And that project, it has been like a lot of struggle to actually complete it, and also not just complete it, but to actually make it happen. And that is why I wanted to share this thing with you. um, when I will be giving out that project or that completion to all of you, it is not going to just be some kind of thing which I'll be sharing, but it is also what I'm sharing is my part of my consciousness. So when you'll be getting it, when you'll be having it, when you will be receiving it, you will be or viewing it, you will be actually receiving a part of my consciousness, what my thought process is, and also the my entire consciousness I have invested into that. So I hope you'll all will benefit from it, and what it is, I will let you know about it in the next video. So stay tuned. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.